Hello, I'm Yu. For someone like me who isn't very confident in English, making this video is a pretty big and brave challenge. So I'll be really happy if you watch it all the way through. No matter how bad I am at something or how embarrassed I might feel, I believe that if I keep taking on challenges like this, I might get a little closer to the person I want to become in the future. That's why I enjoy challenging myself. Some of you watching this video might not know who I am, so I'd like to take a moment to introduce myself. My name is Yu. People sometimes make fun of me because it's pronounced the same as you in English, but this name Yu is something very important to me, given to me by my parents. I currently live in Tokyo, Japan, and I work as a photographer, videographer, and content creator. I don't belong to any company. I do everything on my own. I worked in a company before, but I really prefer the way I work now. I graduated from Waseda University, where I majored in accounting. I found studying accounting and tax very interesting, and I was really passionate about it at the time. Back in my student days, I played baseball. My positions were pitcher and shortstop. My dream back then was to become a professional baseball player. Of course, I wasn't able to make that dream come true. So now my dream is to throw the first pitch at a Major League Baseball game. But I'm not a fan of any one specific team. In Japan, the Dodgers are very popular, but I wouldn't say I support only the Dodgers. Some of you might already be able to tell from the way I speak, but honestly, I'm not very good at English. Of course, I can practice before filming a video, but when it comes to actually speaking with people, I can't express myself this smoothly. I've also often been told that Japanese people have a strong accent when speaking English. And since I'm Japanese, I'm one of those people too. I've never really had confidence in my English. When I hear myself speak, I often feel disappointed. But this year, I have many goals. One of them is to make this a year of learning, to keep growing and learning new things. And one of those things I want to learn is English. That's why I decided to challenge myself by creating content in English here on YouTube. Of course, I still make a lot of content in Japanese too, but if you could also support and watch my English content, I'd be really happy. I hope you enjoy watching how my English improves over time. Some people might laugh at me, but I have a big dream. I want to travel the world, connect with people from all over, and communicate with people no matter where they are from. I don't like prejudice, I don't like discrimination, and to be honest, I'm not very comfortable with how much money controls the world we live in. I wish the world was more full of nature, where people could connect more freely, and where there was more equality and peace. Unfortunately, even this creative work I do can't continue without money. Ever since I was born, I felt like my life has been controlled by money. I love animals, especially birds, those who fly freely in the sky. They are not bound by anything and can soar wherever they want. Sometimes I wonder how amazing it would be if I could live my life just as freely without being tied down. Because I long for that kind of freedom, I made the decision to find what I truly want to do and move forward for the sake of my dreams and goals. I'm kind of person who wants to fly through life like a bird, free and unrestrained. People often ask me how I learned English. To be honest, I didn't study English that much. I believe that 99% of Japanese people don't really speak English, and I was one of them. But about a year and a half ago, I strongly felt that I wanted to change. I wanted to stop running away from English, which has always been a huge war in my life. So even though I couldn't speak English, I started writing English sentences the best I could and used them to create videos I did this every day. Even now, when I watch my older videos where I speak English, I feel dizzy. My pronunciation was terrible and I made a lot of mistakes in my sentences. But still, creating content in a language I couldn't speak, that was a very brave challenge for me. And I continued doing it almost every single day for a year. So what changed? I gradually got used to saying things out loud in English. Honestly, that surprised me. I also slowly started to understand what native English speakers were saying. Of course, there's still a lot I can't catch, but compared to how I used to be, I felt a huge difference. I've come to think that maybe language is something we naturally pick up if we keep speaking and listening to it regularly. I'm not a professional in language learning, so I can't give perfect advice. But I believe the best way to learn a language is by using it. The problem is I don't have a partner to speak English with, so I have almost no opportunity to practice speaking. Honestly, I feel like that's a big issue for me. This year, I was thinking of paying for English lessons, but the person I met recently was very expensive, so I haven't spent money on English learning yet. What do you spend your money on? As for me, almost all of the money I earn goes into creating content, studio rent, camera and lens equipment, travel expenses. Most of it just disappeared like it's melting away. To be honest, I wouldn't recommend becoming a creator like me. But even so, I truly enjoy this life from the bottom of my heart. A camera alone costs anywhere from $3,500 to $6,000, and that doesn't even include the lenses, which is honestly terrifying. My English pronunciation is probably poor and this topic might not be interesting at all. So I imagine most people have already clicked away to another video, but I'll keep going and try my best to talk a little more about myself in English. I started studying English in junior high school, from junior high through high school. About 6 years, I only studied simple grammar and vocabulary. There were reading exercise, but everything was just for school exams, so up until a year and a half ago, I had almost no experience speaking English in real life. That's why I couldn't speak English at all. Not being able to speak English is a big disadvantage for someone like me who wants to create content for the world. It means I can't express what I want to share with people. That's still something I struggle with today. But I strongly believe that by overcoming this struggle, I can transform myself. Learning a language is like opening a new door, and on the other side of that door, there are all kinds of new possibilities waiting. The things that will truly make my eyes sparkle, I believe they're beyond that door. That's why I decided to take on this challenge. I especially struggle with the pronunciation of L and R. But to be honest, I'm not very good at most English pronunciation. When I visited the US and Canada last year, I heard native speakers speak with such beautiful pronunciation. And I thought, how amazing it would be if I could speak like that too. If I could speak English as naturally as I speak my native language, Japanese, I think my life would be so much richer and I could have more confidence in myself. The truth is, I don't really have much confidence in myself. But I want to keep working hard until I can. I believe it's important to have dreams and goals. They give us a clear path to follow and a strong reason to live. Even small goals, when achieved, bring a real sense of joy. And although the journey towards a dream can sometimes be difficult, I think it's also filled with moments that make us smile. I hope more people will live their lives with dreams and goals. I want everyone to live positively with energy and with happiness. That's why I create content so I can be helpful to others. When I was a child, I wanted to feel needed by others, but back then I didn't feel like the world really needed me. So now I want to create content that gives people hope, that helps them live with a smile. This is something I deeply value as a creator. Today, I made this video in English. I don't know if my English is easy for everyone to understand, but if you were able to understand even a little bit about who I am, that makes me really happy. I'd love to create more content in English going forward. So if you support me, I truly appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. So if you subscribe to the channel, that will make me very happy too. Thank you so much for watching this video. I'll see you again in the next one. See you soon.